What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing these grips by EsmeraldaGrips.com or whatever it is. These are really nice grips. They are custom made from a lady named Esmeralda out in California, and she does all the grips herself by hand, and it's really quite incredible craftsmanship, and the amount of time that she puts into these, it really shows that she knows what she's doing. So if you guys haven't heard of Esmeralda.com, I would check them out. She makes some really good custom grips out of various types of wood and exotic types of wood, but not only for just the 1911, but I know she makes them for the CZ, might even make them for the Beretta. I know she makes quite a few for revolvers as well. But I got mine for my 1911, obviously, and I love them. They're made out of Cocobolo wood. And I had honestly never heard of Cocobolo wood before I had bought these grips, and it kind of makes me chuckle because I don't know how many of you guys out there speak Portuguese, but I do. And when I think of cocoa, I think of shit, and when I think of bolo, that means cake. So Cocobolo, it just reminds me of shit cake, and so I always get a laugh out of that. I don't know why. That's my teenager coming out in me, I guess. Just an immature teenager thing. But these grips are very nice. My only complaint about them is when I was looking at them on the site, and the way that Esmeralda has her site set up is very interesting. She has each individual pair of grips on display. So I saw these grips online, these exact same ones, these specific ones, and I excuse me. And I saw, and I was like, wow, these are really nice grips, good dark wood. They really match my gun. And so I thought to myself, wow, that'd really tie the gun together. So I'm gonna try them out. And so I was a little hesitant at first to buy online from someone that wasn't Amazon or on eBay or something like that. But once I saw that Esmeralda did PayPal, I was like, okay, let's do it. And I don't regret it. It was a good decision. I didn't have a problem with her. It was quick, fast shipping, and it came in this nice little white decorative box, kind of, and it was padded and really, really nicely done. It's kind of nice to see, custom work done like that, and you can tell that it's not some big corporate, we're churning these out as fast as we can type thing. Like, a lot of hand work and patience goes into these. So that's what really drew my eye to these. So my only complaint about these grips is I went for a checkering. If you can see the diamond checkering on these, it looks a little less intense than a lot of other diamond checkerings. Like, a lot of the other ones I've seen, they're just right up next to each other and really close, and a lot higher lines per inch on the checkering. And on these, they're a lot lower, so it's like a lot more spread out, these little diamonds. And I thought to myself, well, that'll just mean it'll give me a good solid grip because it's a lower LPI, and I figured it'd be more intense and I'd really get my hand on there. And I got the grips, and honestly, these are as smooth as a baby's bottom. They are incredibly smooth, and I was really, really worried about that. I even wrote Esmeralda an email saying I'd like to exchange them, and she said I could, but I put them on the gun, and I went and shot it, and I actually think her site says not to do that, that you're supposed to not even put them on the gun, because that kind of pushes the wood out of the way, I guess, on the bushings, and so she just doesn't want you to do that, but I did it. But she was still good enough to say that I could return them, but I didn't, because as soon as I put them on the gun and I shot the gun, I felt it in my hand. It just felt so good. It just felt so right. And so I didn't end up taking them back, and I haven't regretted it, but my only complaint is if I ever get mud in my hands or they're wet or blood or anything, I don't think these are going to offer that much of a grip. So if that's something that's going to concern you, maybe look into buying one or two different kinds of Esmeralda grips, and then deciding when you can feel them in your hand, which ones you really like, then decide on which one you actually want, because they're very expensive. These grips, I think I bought these for about 110 bucks. They're very expensive, but if you want a custom grip, you're gonna get a custom grip. You get what you pay for. So like I said, they're really nice, but they're just very, very smooth. But when you get them in the hand, they just feel very, very comfortable. And so, if you guys are interested in Esmeralda grips, I would check them out. But like I said, at least buy one or two pairs of them, get them shipped to your house, and then by feel decide which one you like more. If you get one that's a little lower LPI like this one, or one that's a higher LPI, I don't know. But to me, these almost just look like a barbecue gun grip. Just something that you'd show off, and people would be like, "Wow, that's a really nice grip." But once I got them on there, I just couldn't resist keeping them on, and so I hung on to them. And I've been thinking about actually switching to some G10 grips to see how those feel, try those out for a little bit. But I honestly think I'm going to keep these. They're really nice grips. And if you guys have any questions or comments about Esmeralda, you can shoot off in the comments section below, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have. And like I said, go check out her site. It's very cool how she has it set up. It's almost like a garage website, just something someone threw up, and you can tell she doesn't have a whole lot of experience with web design, and that's one thing I would suggest that she works on. But it's kind of, you can tell that it's an operation out of a shop in California, not some corporate thing, and so it kind of has an authentic feel to it. Like I said, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one.